Fortnite Chapter 2 is here. It is upon us. It is crazy. A lot of crazy stuff happened between last podcast and this podcast. Fortnite made some bold moves. We had a chance to play. McSpicy,
Yeah.
I would like your first impressions.
Holy
Excuse me.
smokes.
Sorry, I need a cough button.
Holy smokes is my first impressions. Here, let me turn on the video so we can
Holy
watch.
smokes. First impressions. Fortnite. First of all, let's talk about how they started this Fortnite.
Okay.
Basically, they ended the season with a meteor hitting the ground.
Let's build it up better than that.
Okay.
Because kind of the whole...
Okay, you build it up.
It's because just... Okay, first of all, I want to say when you have like an income of $300 million a month, this is what's possible. Holy crap. They did a really good job on this chapter release.
Crazy. It was crazy what happened.
Let's start out with that.
It broke the internet, literally.
It broke the internet. So for those that don't play Fortnite for various reasons or whatever, you've probably heard of the game. It's a battle royale game. A lot of kids play it, etc. We knew that something was going to be happening at a certain time. There was a timer on the map, something like that. So people show up at that certain time. On the game, it said, I believe the menu system said the end as a game you could play. Like when you're launching the game. So people go into that. And then there's a timer. And on that timer, after that timer dropped, people were sitting there preparing for it, watching it. This is, everybody in the game is seeing this, by the way.
This is live.
A rocket launches out of the map. And it does this whole
into space.
And then, like, I think it was like season 4 or season 5, little rockets started appearing off of that big rocket and started going all over the map everywhere and warping. There was like little warp points. And up until this point, there's been an asteroid in the middle of the map that people can see. Oh, yeah, let me just do this. So what had happened was,
actually, we could find footage of it, maybe. You think, and put it up?
I didn't prepare for that.
Okay,
so,
never mind.
This
never mind.
is a professional show.
So a little warps came and
missiles started flying everywhere, and all these missiles caused a warp in front of the big asteroid on the map. And then the asteroid disappeared, and everybody's going, holy smokes, what's going on? This is crazy, because no one knows what's going to happen. And those little devices warped the asteroid above the map, and that asteroid went down and slammed into the map as we know it. Then, this is what's cool. This is what, like, the style that Fortnite and Epic make with this game blows my mind. It started a black hole, and everybody on the map just slowly started floating away from the black hole. And then it just went to zoomed out and just went to a screen with a black hole circle. You could just barely, it's like a blue eclipse kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then that's that.
Well, and all the players disappeared. They got sucked into
the black hole. And nothing, there was an exit button, and when you go to the exit button, all you can see was this black hole. They shut down the game.
They took down Fortnite
for 48 hours.
And all you could see was this black hole. That is bold.
Yeah.
When it was happening live, there were, I believe the numbers were 4.2 million viewers live on Twitch, watched it with another million on YouTube and Mixer, etc. And everywhere struggled. Twitch actually took down Twitch's servers temporarily. So many people were watching it live.
And so after that, 48 hours later, you launch the game. It now lets you launch the game. And the Fortnite logo is now like a blacked out logo. So if you were to go on Xbox, for example, the thumbnail is blacked out. You can barely see that it says Fortnite. You launch the game. It starts as that black hole. And then it zooms out. This is what we're watching right now, everyone live in chat. It's this trailer. So it zooms out. Somebody walks on water kind of a thing. And then it shows a new set of heroes that you assume that you can play as. And they launch. It zooms out and it's a new map, basically, right? So Fortnite Chapter 1 was the old map. Fortnite Chapter 2 is essentially the new map. You have this huge cinematic. And what is so freaking cool about this new cinematic is as these people are walking around on this map, There's a battle bus that comes above, and for those of you that haven't played the game, the battle bus is where people launch out of to start every match. There's a cinematic. The cinematic goes to that battle bus, and it launches out. This guy jumps out of the bus, and then it starts you immediately in a match, and then it's like
right away.
Yeah, and it comes on with some rap song, which by the way, I've heard the rap song before. I can't remember who it is, but it's a very famous song.
Yeah.
When you have $300 million, you can do. And so
the presentation.
Oh my gosh,
the presentation. Just being bold enough to shut down your game for 2 days,
to be able
like a day and a half
to afford real music,
to do this, and not only that, but it worked well because it just hyped, right? Yeah. Ultimate hype. Everybody's waiting. What's coming? What's coming with Fortnite?
You launch the game, and it puts you in a cinematic that puts you directly into a match,
and that match brings a whole bunch of changes.
Oh yeah,
and these changes, my first impressions. In my opinion, we'll get to you second, Spicy, just because you're a bigger Fortnite player than I am.
Yeah.
Fortnite is fun again. That's the only way that I can explain it. I played Fortnite about a month ago. I streamed it actually for 3 or 4 hours straight, and I hated it. I hated every second of it. It just wasn't fun. The learning curve. You'd get into a match. You
get
people,
creamed.
You just get creamed. People super building. I can't even tell what's going on. It felt bland. It felt overwhelming. It just was not my cup of tea. All that feeling is gone now for me. You jump in.
Well, so
you're ranked now. They have you in
they have an MMR, which is a matchmaking.
You're playing to your level. There's bots there. I have time to learn. I'm having success. There's cool new things like you can fish for guns. You can fish for health. There's a boat. There's boats on the map. Having a completely new map makes it fresh for everybody. This is similar to what Apex Legends did, which I think is just going to be the new norm for battle royales going forward. But the matchmaking, they have bots in game. Their job, especially early on, if you're like a level 1,
teach you how to play.
Is to teach you how to play. Yeah. It's to make you feel good and make you have fun in the game, and it is. It's fun. I will even say this: Fortnite building is fun again, because it got to a point where Fortnite building, I was like, this is the flaw. This game's over. The building is terrible unless you're super super crazy fast and can do these crazy builds. It's just not going to be fun, right? But no, it's all fun again. They've just nailed this. I played about 5 hours on launch day of this, just 5 hours straight through. And the entire time I had fun. I've played it multiple times since launch day. I'm just having a blast again. Fortnite, well done, Epic. And my theory is this, Spicy. What do you think? I think Epic must have been looking at their numbers and seeing and Epic's crushing it, no doubt. It's not like they're the number one battle royale selling wise, monthly wise, the whole shop. But I'm sure they were looking at their numbers and seeing, well, we have no problem retaining players. Everybody that likes our game is playing our game. But I bet you they were struggling getting new players into the game because that barrier to entry was so high with the building aspect.
No, well, we know that that's been a problem for a long time, and that's their original attempts at fixing that problem was why we got airplanes. It's why we got the big mechs. Yeah. And that is because they chose not to do a ranking system and place players with the same skill level with other players with the same skill level. Instead, they decided to make overpowered units in the map to help the lesser skilled players fight the more skilled players, and all that did was piss everybody off. So one of the new changes with all this is they actually have a ranking system now, an MMR, where you will be, it starts you off, David mentioned this, it adds bots to the game. As you are a lesser skilled player, it will add more simple bots, not real players, just players that are easy to fight. And as you gain in skill, it will start removing those bots and adding more and more players with around your same skill level. And that is how you should have a game. The problem was you'd have professionals playing noobs.
Yeah.
And that's not fun actually for either side.
Oh no, absolutely not.
But so that's, I think, the biggest change. Another really, really cool change is their UI is much different. It's much more simplified. It's cleaner. You can see the battle pass a lot. The battle pass is up more front and center. Yet everything looks it's very synergistic with everything else in the game. They did a lot of changes, a lot of fixes, a lot of things that make this game fun.
Yeah.
Again, and easy to understand. And all this stuff. They did such a good job on presentation, and their stuff guys are epic stuff guys. Just amazing.
I mean, they always nail that, right? One of the big things, changes that I really enjoyed and had a lot of fun with, and actually was utilized a couple times on me, and I utilized it on one person once. You can now carry down teammates or other people's down teammates.
You can carry people now.
It's very cool. It's a super cool feature.
Yeah.
So if someone, let's say I'm down, Spicy can come over me. I'm taking
Pick
bullets
you up and start running.
Pick me up and run away, and you throw me.
I can chuck you behind trees or something while I fight,
and then heal me. It's so. But you can also do that to other people's players. So you can pick someone up that you've downed, throw them somewhere, and then just kill him.
It's actually, and they have a lot of behind the scenes changes. I was going through the settings. They added many settings to customize your gameplay a lot more. And for example, they had a feature that I don't think was there. It wasn't there before. It was when you edit your building, you had to press the button again to unedit, to confirm the edit. Now they have a feature like confirm on release. So as soon as you let go of the button, it confirms it, which speeds up a lot of things for a lot of more advanced players and everything. But it's a huge change. The fact that they added an MMR system is going to make this game very fun for a lot of people. David, I was watching him stream, and he got some wins.
I got some wins. I got 3
Holy
wins actually
smokes.
on my stream.
Yeah, and you got 12 kills in that game.
Dude, it's a lot of fun. It really has changed it. It's made it fun for everybody, right? There's not just high-end people or people. Fortnite's my only game. Those are the only people that can enjoy it. Now everybody can enjoy it. Droxman in chat says, so you're telling me if I try this game again, I won't get demolished like the first time I tried to play it months ago?
Give it a shot.
Yeah, you won't. I can
won't.
guarantee you won't. I can guarantee you'll get 4 kills in the first 10 minutes, right? Like that's how they've set it up to train you. They've done a really good job.
It will be fun. Oh yes, it will be fun.
Some of the things that changed, so you can also heal yourself with the bandage bazooka.
They have a new healing bazooka weapon. Yep, they added a lot of weapons stuff. They had, like, for example, we talked about fishing. They added a fishing pole where you can fish for loot around the map. Yeah,
Loot and health, so you get guns and health.
Yeah.
The fish heal you as well. There's a boat, which Spicy and I got to drive around.
Yeah, the boat. When you hop on the boat and drive it for the first time with your friends, you are laughing your head off. It's a good time.
Battle stars, for those of you that are familiar with Fortnite, have been replaced with XP. So there's no more battle stars. There are also medals. Their new medal system is really cool. It's a daily medal system that keeps you in. And I maxed out every time I played, and it was just a really good goal to have each time.
Yeah. Anyways, super. Oh, thank you. The medicine just arrived.
The drugs.
You're
This is the
best.
correct one.
Yes.
Thank you, Megan.
Fast relief for coughing.
But overall, I just think Epic is really leading the way. I think. Well, not leading the way in the respect that they just implemented a bunch of stuff that other battle royales have done and are doing, but they're the top dog, and they're the top dog for a reason. And this week showed why. Fortnite is Fortnite.
The problem with these style of games is if there's no ranking system, it's actually the problem with any game. That's, I think, the biggest feature of this new update is you're going to be placed with people of your same caliber.
Oh, this is your cup, right?
Oh, I use this.
This has the measurements even.
Oh my goodness, you just taught me something new.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the MMR, that is going to make this game fun for a lot of people that are turned off by getting decimated by some badass somewhere in some basement.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Now, do you have any criticisms that you notice? One thing before you get to any criticisms that you have, Spicy, what I really enjoyed, there's a new system where, let's say I'm in a game and I'm playing and I die. Immediately, I don't have to back out to load up again. I can just go find a new game from there, and in 10 seconds, boom, I'm in another game. I don't have to leave the game to a menu system to then search for a game. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
it's something little, but it's that little thing.
That's very Blizzard.
That's very good, yeah.
To try to keep you in a game rather than going outside of the game to get information, or they're keeping you in. There's no lobby anymore. They're putting you right back into the game.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really smart and also probably incredibly addictive at the same time.
Yeah, the more you can be in a game, the better. So, Spicy, criticism. Do you have any criticisms? What does Fortnite still need to change, or maybe some changes they made to this map or this iteration of Fortnite that you don't like? Thoughts, criticisms, critiques, silence.
I don't know. I mean, the reason I stopped playing Fortnite, my hipster reason is everybody played it, and I didn't want to play a game everybody played. But that was just that's not the real reason.
That's your superficial reason.
That's my superficial reason. Yeah, when I want to wear hipster clothes and and be that guy. No, I stopped playing because I didn't like changes every other day with four-wheelers, planes. They kept even the mechs. I wasn't into the game when the mechs came out, but a lot of complaints happened.
Oh yeah,
and those were because they were trying to make the game better for new players or less skilled players, or I would even say less active players, because to be good at something, you need to put in a lot of time.
That's true.
And some people just don't have time to play to be at that level. Well, so they were doing that, and that was a total turnoff for me in this game. I just stopped playing it because I was just super annoyed. But when they added an MMR into this new chapter and you're playing people around your same skill level, it becomes very different of a game. That is you have all these UI changes. You have XP now on the bottom. You have all these quality of life changes that they've added. The XP system's pretty awesome. All that's great. But that would not get me back into the game. What would get me back into the game is me being able to enjoy the gameplay.
Yeah.
And that's what they did well. I don't honestly, you asked for criticisms.
Yeah.
I don't have any at this point.
I think because I'm a Ginger has a good criticism, so does Neely. He says, I love the bots, but one criticism is that some of the bots are annoyingly bad, walking into walls and not even trying. He says, I wish the bots would act a little more like real people. And Neely says, yeah, the bots are terrible. They walk past you. They try to hit walls. They do. They will just walk right to you while you're shooting at them. They'll have a gun even, and they won't fire a shot. If you can mimic with AI a more realistic player,
they can.
That would be better.
I'll bet you money that as you play, they will get better. It's when you first start this game, if you haven't played in a while, it's probably going to be treating you like a noob.
Oh, like beyond noob.
Yeah, which is what those players are for. And you feel good about yourself once you kill those players, right, David?
Yeah, I do feel great. I was like, well, you saw the first time I'm playing, I didn't even know there was bots, and I'm playing, and I'm just like, pop, yes, and then I'm realizing what am I playing against? At first, I thought I was playing against mobile players that just couldn't use their thumbs or something.
Yeah, I have a feeling, and now I don't know because you need to play more games, but I have a feeling that those bots will increase in difficulty as you go along. So. If they don't, then, as you play though, their plan is they're going to remove those bots.
Yeah, so they might not get more intelligent. I think they just slowly go away. So there's more human players.
Yeah. Well, that's funny because I'm a Jinjin chat says he'll pretend that he's ninja and just destroy them and feel good about himself.
Yeah, there you go. Fortnite. Highly recommend it. If you've not tried it, you can see what all the craze is about. Now would probably be one of the best times to jump in if you've never jumped in and experienced it before. Fortnite. There it is. And with that, let's get this show.